So naturally, I haven't been feeling well, and to cheer myself up, I thought what better way than to build a whole bunch of micro starter homes based on the Sims in the Not So Berry challenge. So I thought Mint kind of would be a fun sort of mid-century modern inspired build. So that's what you see going on with the roofline there. I did prioritize color over pack content, so these are pretty pack heavy homes, but I think that since the theme has to be like so specific to a color, it kind of makes sense. So the floor plan of this one is very much like two separate sides. You have the more private bedroom side and then the more public like kitchen and dining side, and then the bathroom in the middle. Yeah, so I tried to use as much Mint stuff as I could, get the stuff in there for the sim, of course, so you should be able to start this if you want to play Not So Berry. You can start here. Info in the comment section. So this one I'm actually pretty excited about. This home is a micro home, so it's 32 or fewer tiles, based on the red sim from the Not So Berry challenge. I figured red is a really overpowering color, but it can sort of be mitigated if you can do it in a like softer sort of hue, so I thought, hey, let's use bricks and go industrial for this. So it ends up being sort of a 1.5 story. The bedroom space is a loft, which you'll see in a second, and it's very industrial themed. I did a bit of landscaping. It is a little bit tight, but it's 32 tiles, and I think that the rugs and the bricks really work together to soften the impact that red can really have sometimes. Yeah, I had a lot of fun actually putting this one together, and if you would like to check it out in greater detail or use it for your sim, info is in the description. Since Yellow Sim is supposed to be a bit of a loner in the Not So Berry challenge, I thought it'd be fun to sort of like elevate the home up on sort of a cliff. I mean, there's only so much elevating you can do on a 20 by 15 lot, especially when your home is only 32 tiles, but I think it turned out pretty cool. I really like how that little observatory sort of turned out at the front, and the shipping container feel of the rest of it definitely feels like where someone more secluded would live. I did go with just a twin bed, but a full-size bed will fit. Again, loner sim seemed to make sense. But yeah, I was really happy with how this tiny little home came together and the cliff and everything. If you want more information, the details are in the description. Immediately I knew the issue with gray was going to be the opposite of the issue with red. With red, the color just gets so overwhelming so fast, and with gray, it's just so boring. Like, no matter what you do. So I figured I'd go for a pretty classic style that's easily recognizable and is often gray, and just hope for the best. Hopefully the difference in tones and textures will sort of make up for the lack in color. I did add a lot of outdoor area here, so this is one of the pricier homes because of the tile and all the furniture I put outside, but I wanted to make sure I had a gym and sort of a living space as well as the space inside. Of course, this is a starter home. It's not really built for a whole family, but still, if you want to have some people over to entertain or maybe start making the babies, you want to make sure that you have enough space for everyone. Also, I noticed the other ones I forgot to add a trash can and a mailbox, so I did do that in this one, and if you want more information, it is in the description. So purple, while a lovely color, doesn't really have a whole lot of options in the game when it comes to furniture or siding or literally anything. There's only one window, at least, that I have that's purple. So I figured, since this sim goes through a lot of career changes and lifestyle changes anyway, why not make sort of like a DIY but pastel sort of place. So I've got curtains instead of walls. They work. You can like walk through. I checked. We've got just a whole bunch of random furniture pieces. We've got some sweet cottage vibes and a little bit of like arts and crafts. So I had a lot of fun putting this one together. It's really cute. It's sweet. It's tiny. Obviously, these are all 32 tiles or less. And if you want a closer look or to download it, all the information is in the description down below. Orange Gen is supposed to start in an apartment, so this is more of like end of life, even though it is a starter, but they're supposed to be poor. Anyway, the whole storyline for the Orange generation is they really want to be a really bad criminal, but they're really bad at actually being that bad boy criminal. So I thought, why not have them like an underground bunker with some stolen stuff, like some art and stuff on the wall that they clearly stole, and it's just under like a playground. Public bathroom in the playground, and then you go down and it's a criminal hideaway. It seemed kind of funny to me, since this sim is just supposed to like sort of fail at all their dastardly deeds. And the park is cute. It's still registered as like a residential lot, but if you want a closer look or to download it, you can find that information in the description. Doing a one-story mansard is definitely a challenge, especially with a microhome because you don't have the tiles to actually properly finish the roof. But, you know, I figured Pink Gen being raised by a criminal deserves something really nice. I tried to go for some soft romantic vibes, which is really easy when it's all pink. And I did, again, use a lot of packs here, but I think the inside turned out pretty decent. I did add the corkboard and a laptop, so that... Did I add a laptop? Uh-oh. Well, there's supposed to be a laptop, but I build these twice to, like, practice first. I might have forgotten the second time. My point is, should be the stuff there that Pink needs to complete their generation tasks. I thought the garden was really sweet, and if you want a closer look, there's no laptop, but the information is in the description. I know Not So Berry homes aren't technically a solid color build challenge, but anytime I'm trying to build something that's primarily one color, I tend to base the build off of whatever siding for the exterior I can get like closest to the color I need. Now peach is a difficult one because it can look more pink or more orange and it kind of depends on your interpretation, but I thought that this Desert Oasis sort of siding, the concrete stuff, plus the floor, worked pretty well, so I went with that. This gallery item here is the comedy signs from Debug, just because I didn't want to turn Debug on and scroll through everything. But yeah, I tried to have a computer for the detective skill, or career, whatever, and then the comedy skill, and then there's lots of cooking stuff. It does end up looking kind of orange on the gallery, but it is evening lighting, and if you want more information, that is all in the description. I wanted to give green something kind of futuristic because they have to do the tech guru career and they're into like video gaming and stuff, so it seemed like a good fit. Green is a difficult one. I already did mint, so I definitely wanted to do a darker green, and I think I lucked out with this base game color. It just blends in really well with a lot of the other pack items, which is awesome, and I decided to go with brown for my accent just because it, again, works well together. My style, I was thinking something kind of futuristic, but sort of dorm room inspired, but also maximalist, but also green, within 32 tiles and a starter. So, that's a lot of criteria, but I think we did okay. The outside isn't super landscaped just because I'd run out of money at that point, but I did put in some rocks for a little bit of texture variation, and if you want more information, all of that is available in the video description down below. I decided to go with a blue Suburban for the Blue Gen since they're supposed to be super family oriented. And would you guys like to see more of this? Because I actually had a lot of fun doing this little series. I started it just because I wasn't feeling well and decided to build some stuff. But if you like the micro homes and or just watching me build stuff, let me know because I'll totally do more of these along with the more tutorial style things. I really wanted to keep a lot of family vibes in this one, so I added a little closet nursery, which you'll see me put the little baby buggy thing in. I tried to make a more spacious seating area with a whole 4 seats. Now naturally you're going to want to expand this, but it should be pretty easy to just build out into the backyard since there's already a roof there, so that's cool. However, I did go over budget a bit, so I ended up having to go back and actually replace some of the wallpaper, replace the toilet. I basically tried to switch out as many things for cheaper items as I could, but we did squeak in just under 18,000, and for more information you can check out the description below.